Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to our creative wellness video for today. Today, we're going to be working on letting go of something and making room to let something in. We're going to use circle shapes to do that. Every culture in the world has some kind of circular symbol or round shape that they use to communicate a sense of wholeness. This is something we'll be focusing on in the next few creative wellness videos. A shape that we can use to start our day or to end our day or in a break during our day when we need to take time for ourselves and show ourselves a little love. The materials we'll be using today are simple things you might already have around your house or you can borrow from the art studio. Watercolor paints, markers, pencil, eraser, and something you can use to trace a circular shape. You can do it freehand if you want. Imperfections are completely welcomed here and encouraged. But if, like me, your inner critic demands a little bit of structure once in a while, you can use something like we've done here, just a jar lid to create your shapes. You can also use a water glass, a mug, a paper plate, a paint can, anything you like to create the roundness you desire most. If, like me, you have an art journal that you like to use, you might want to work directly in the journal. If your journal paper is a little on the thin side and you're working with watercolor, I might recommend drawing your circles on some watercolor paper or some heavy stock mixed media paper. Just like this. I've cut these two out. And then once you fill them in, you can glue them into your journal just like I've done. Okay, let's get started. Let's start with what we want to let go of. Take a moment to breathe in and breathe out. Get a sense of what you're feeling right now inside your body. Are you feeling any pain, any aches or stiffness? Are you feeling any emotions that are kind of grinding away at you, or residual emotions or feelings from things that happened before now? Find one thing that seems really dominant and choose to let that one go. If it helps to think of a word or a symbol that represents that thing you want to let go of, you can start with that. And again, there's no perfection allowed here. We're just playing. You don't have to show these to anyone else. These are just for you. As you can see, I've created two circles right here. On the left-hand side, I'm going to start with the thing I want to let go of. Using lines and colors, I want you to fill up this circle with the feelings and the thoughts of the things you want to let go. Doesn't need to make sense to anyone but you. And it might not even make sense to you right now to start with. Just trust that you've got this and let it go. Okay. Take a moment to look at it, to appreciate it, and to see if there's anything else that you need to add to it. Does it feel right to you? Does it feel like it captures something that you want to let go of? Good. And let's go on to making our space to let the good things in. If you need to, take a few deep breaths and let it out on a sigh. Don't be afraid to make noises while you make art. That might sound like a strange thing, but sometimes I find if I'm really tense or if I'm working on something that isn't necessarily feeling easy, I can hold my breath sometimes. So check in with yourself every once in a while and make sure that that's not what you're doing. And remember to breathe. Remember to love yourself. And let yourself just be. Okay, time for the good things. I am going to use just watercolor for this one. And I'm going to trust in the colors. What colors feel like that which I want to let into my life today? I'm going to start by just doodling softly, without any idea of what I'm creating or why I'm creating it. I'm just going to let the colors blend. If I go outside the lines of my circle, that's okay. If you've never used watercolors before, or you're trying something new with this technique, I really enjoy starting with a very light wash of color first. That's something that feels good to me as well. It feels full of light and brightness. As you go on, you can always add darker colors in or deepen the layers of your paint. But right now, I just want you to have fun and enjoy playing with these colors in a way that brings you peace and joy. Or whatever it is that you want to make room for in your life. These colors are ones that bring me joy, but for you, perhaps there's something else that you want in your life, and perhaps there's other colors that represent it. imagine everyone's watercolor, or everyone's circles, will look remarkably unique, depending on where you're at, what you're going through. Some days, these two circles might look exactly the same. Sometimes the differences will be so subtle, it would be hard to explain to someone else. That's why it's important that you take the time to do it for yourself. Life is very hectic. And if we don't make time to do these simple things for ourselves, who will? Remember, this isn't about trying to make a brilliant work of art. Although I have no doubt that it will be brilliant. This is about doing something to please yourself. To remember what it's like to play and create just for the sake of creating. And when we do that, when we take time to do that, we are inevitably making room for the good things in our life. So there you have it. Two contained feelings. One that I am letting go of for today and saying goodbye to, and one that I am making room for and expect to see more of in my day. Thank you for painting along with me. And I look forward to seeing you again at our next Creative Wellness video. Have a wonderful day.